Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Renee Summerhour. Thank you for joining us on 7 at 7. Are you fed up with your utility bills? Well, you're not alone, and many are speaking out. That begins your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Many Southern Nevada residents are fed up with their utility bills and expressing their displeasure to the Public Utilities Commission during a recent public meeting. One resident said that her family makes hourly wages, which makes it hard for them to pay bills that keep rising. This past July, some NV Energy customers saw record high power bills due to the record heat. NV Energy responded to the residents by saying, quote, NV Energy encourages any customers who are concerned about prices to reach out to the company. Crews continue to battle a fire at a storage facility that began Wednesday night. The facility is located at 3825 South Durango Drive near West Spring Mountain Road. The first arriving unit found the two-story facility with smoke and flames coming from the roof. Visit lvrj.com for the latest. And the first ever NFL-themed slot machines have touched down on casino floors. The machines are playable at casinos in Las Vegas and 7 other states. Gamblers can select their favorite team from 32 clubs, which will serve as the theme for the game while they play. 3 overnight closures on a portion of Interstate 15 are scheduled for the next upcoming weeks. The closures of northbound I-15 are planned for September 7th and 10th from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. and from September 11th through the 14th, northbound I-15 will be reduced to 2 lanes under Tropicana from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. In your weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing, officials are saying damage from Tropical Storm Hillary is still impacting infrastructure in Death Valley's National Park. Review Journal's James Schaefer joins us from California with more details.
Renee, nearly 400 people were sheltering in place out here in Death Valley for less than 24 hours due to scenes like this road collapse along State Route 190. Folks here telling us that Death Valley is not open yet. You'll have to wait a little bit longer if you want to come back to the national park. The damage is extensive and crews are working to repair washed out roads in Death Valley. This after damage from Hurricane Hillary that shuttered the 3.4 million acre national park for the second time in 2 years. Death Valley Park Ranger Matthew Lamar summarized the damage.
We do have widespread impacts throughout the park with missing pavement, with unsafe roads.
The National Park Service staff were still assessing the damage and said there is no timeline for when the national park might reopen.
We would love to open it tomorrow, but unfortunately that's probably not going to happen.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
Mostly cloudy skies with slight chances of rain in parts of the valley are in your forecast for tonight. Winds decreasing a bit from this afternoon, lows around 81 degrees. For the rest of the week, 50% chance of rain on Friday heading into the weekend. Mostly cloudy skies and strong winds as well. Daytime highs decreasing to the upper 90s. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada Bank on Accountability, visitation to Southern Nevada continues its steady climb, but convention traffic in July was down by double-digit percentages. According to Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority's report, there were about 3.5 million visitors in July, a 1% increase over last year, but convention attendance fell 16.8%.
This is what the Labor Day holiday is for Las Vegas, a 3-day weekend. And there's going to be plenty of activity going on in town, so that means the town's going to be very busy.
The steady climb occurred despite a drop in car traffic from Southern California in July. The lively Mexican restaurant Tacos and Tequila, located at Palace Station, is closing. The restaurant moved off the Strip after 10 years to the Station Casinos property in late April 2022, only to close 16 and a half months later. The last day of service is September 11th. Station Casinos did not include reasons for the closing in their statement or what would replace the restaurant.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The value of the Las Vegas Raiders has steadily risen since relocating from Oakland, and the Raiders are now the 6th most valuable team in the NFL. The Silver and Black are now worth $6.2 billion, an increase of 22% over the last year when they were 9th in the league, and the Raiders' current value has doubled since they moved to Southern Nevada. The Raiders were also number 1 in the NFL in ticket revenue, with the team generating more than $90 million off of home games last year.
In your health news, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. Home care workers across Nevada are using Labor Day to celebrate a successful push to unionize. About 1,000 workers have joined or are voting to join a healthcare union that already helped it score a minimum wage requirement earlier this summer. Under the union, the workers who help seniors with disabilities want to bring attention to the low pay and benefits that are standard in the industry. United Way of Southern Nevada needs volunteers for its 8th annual Day of Caring on September 22nd. Volunteers will spread across the valley to participate in over 60 projects, such as enhancing school gardens, assembling school supply kits, and distributing food to those in need. If you're interested in volunteering, visit the link on your screen.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. In 18 of the last 20 NFL seasons, at least one team has gone from worst to first in its division. Sharp bettors are banking on the Falcons and Packers to go over their season win totals. Atlanta, which tied for last in the NFC South last season with a 7-10 record, is a minus 160 favorite at the Westgate Superbook to go over 8.5 wins. Green Bay is minus 140 to go over 7.5. For more regression candidates, read Todd Dewey's column at lvrj.com.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. If you're still looking for Labor Day weekend plans, Review Journal's John Katz-Lamides has some ideas for you.
The Cats trifecta this weekend begins at Dolby Live with Lady Gaga and Jazz and Piano making her return to Las Vegas. Afterward, we're going to be at Brian Newman After Dark at Nomad Library. Those are two shows, but we count them as one because Newman is in both. On Friday night, it's Weezer, the great band out of LA, at Back Theatre. And the final show of the year for the B-52s is Saturday at Venetian Theatre.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 p.m. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the Review Journal's YouTube page for more great content. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.